Good evening, everyone. Virgo, you didn't do anything. That's the part that's making you uncomfortable, isn't it? Because we're conditioned to believe we have to earn this level of attention, have to perform worthiness, have to be exceptionally beautiful or brilliant or fascinating or something before someone looks at us like we hung. The fucking moon is less than has hone. Zero is greater than. Um, but you're just existing, being yourself, doing your normal Tuesday shit. And this person is watching you like you're a phenomenon they can't explain, like you broke physics just by walking into a room. Here's what mesmerized looks like from the inside of the person experiencing it. It's not at traction, or it is a traction, but a traction is just the surface. Underneath is something closer to recognition that doesn't make rational sense. I know you. How do I know you? We just met, but I know you. That's what's happening in their brain. Not love at first sight in Disney way, more like remembering something they never actually forgot because they never knew it in first place. Sound confusing? It is, to them too. They're just as confused as you're about to be when you realize how they're looking at you. And shocked you exist is specific phrasing, not shocked you're single, not shocked you're interested, shocked you exist. Like they built entire life around assumption people like you were theoretical. Fiction, fantasy written by optimists who don't understand how real world actually works. And then you showed up actual, real, three-dimensional, breathing. And their entire framework for what's possible in human connection just shattered. What you did, even though you didn't do anything. You were authentic in world of performance. Everyone else is curating, performing, putting on show of who they think they should be. You just were. Said what you thought, laughed when something was funny, showed confusion when confused, expressed opinion without first calculating how it would be received. And that authenticity in sea of performance made you magnetic, not because authentic is rare, though it is, because authentic is relief. Person mesmerized by you has been drowning in fake. Your real is oxygen. You were present, not checking phone every 30 seconds, not scanning room for better conversation, not performing listening while actually planning what you'd say next. You were there, actually engaged, actually hearing, actually in the moment instead of 3 steps ahead or behind, and being seen, actually seen by someone who's actually present, is so rare that when it happens, it feels like magic. You had substance beneath the surface. You weren't just surface level pleasant, there was depth, complexity. You contained contradictions that didn't resolve into neat package. You were funny and serious, confident and vulnerable, strong and soft, multiple things at once instead of one-dimensional character. And that dimensionality is mesmerizing because most people are performing one note, your entire symphony. You didn't need them, weren't seeking validation, weren't fishing for compliments, weren't performing worthiness hoping they'd confirm it. You existed separately, completely, whole without them. And that wholeness, that lack of need, is intoxicating. Because everyone else this person meets wants something, wants validation, wants attention, wants proof of their attractiveness. You wanted nothing, and wanting nothing made you everything. You were unexpected, didn't match their assumptions about people who look like you or come from where you come from or do what you do. You surprised them, said things they didn't expect, had interests that didn't fit, responded to situations in ways that contradicted their predictions. And being surprised, having expectations subverted, wakes brain up, creates attention, makes you impossible to categorize, which makes you impossible to forget. What's happening in their internal world right now? Disruption. You disrupted their plan. They had plan for their life, for their relationships, for what they wanted and didn't want, and you don't fit the plan. You're too different, too unexpected, too complicated, but they can't stop thinking about you anyway. Can't make themselves not want this, even though it wasn't what they were looking for. And that disruption, that having to reconsider everything is both thrilling and terrifying. Fear mixed with excitement, fear of wanting something this much, fear of being vulnerable, fear of being changed by someone, fear of losing control, but excitement that maybe this is the thing they didn't know they were missing. Maybe this is why nothing else felt quite right. Maybe you're the answer to question they didn't know they were asking. Comparison running background. Every person they've dated, every person they've been attracted to, every relationship they've had, you're being compared to all of them simultaneously. And you're not just winning the comparison, you're making them question why they ever settled for less. Why did I accept behavior from that person when this person would never? Why did I think quality was good enough when this exists? You've become the standard, and everyone else is suddenly clearly insufficient. Hope they're trying to manage. Don't get too excited. Don't assume. Don't build this up too much in your head. They're trying to stay cool, trying not to be too obvious, trying to protect themselves from disappointment if you don't feel same way. But hope is leaking out anyway in how they look at you, how they find reasons to be near you, how they remember everything you say like it matters, what shock specifically means, why existence itself is surprising. They'd accepted that real connection was rare, that chemistry was myth, that right person was Disney bullshit people tell themselves to avoid accepting loneliness. They'd made peace with settling, with finding someone good enough, with building relationship based on compatibility rather than soul level recognition. And then you existed, and existence alone proves they were wrong about what's possible. Your evidence, evidence that the thing they stopped believing in is real, evidence that they were right to have standards even when everyone said they were too picky, evidence that waiting was worth it even though waiting hurt. And that evidence is shocking because they'd grieved the loss of hope. They buried the belief that this could happen. Your existence is resurrection, what you're probably feeling right now, knowing someone's mesmerized, discomfort. But I'm just me. I'm not special. They don't really see me. They're projecting fantasy. That discomfort is unworthness talking, is years of being told you're too much or not enough, is protection mechanism that says if you don't believe you're special, you can't be hurt when they discover you're not. But what if you are not perfect, not without flaws, but genuinely compelling to this person in ways that aren't about performance? What if you're allowed to just be seen, be wanted, be mesmerizing without having to earn it. Suspicion. What do they want? What's the catch? Nobody's this interested without agenda. That's past betrayals talking. Past people who performed interest but wanted something, who love bombed then extracted, who seemed mesmerized but were actually manipulating. But not everyone's them. Some people are mesmerized because you're genuinely mesmerizing. No catch, no agenda, just recognition. Pressure. Now I have to maintain this, have to keep being whatever they think I am. No, you don't. You just have to keep being you. The you, they're mesmerized. Be why. If you start performing, trying to be what you think they want, you'll lose the exact quality that mesmerized them. Your authenticity, fear. What if they really see me and they're disappointed? What if I can't live up to this? You're not supposed to live up to anything. You're supposed to live as yourself. That's literally the entire point. They're mesmerized by reality of you, not fantasy. Showing them more reality doesn't destroy mesmerization, it deepens it. Unless they're in love with idea rather than actuality, in which case you want them to be disappointed early so you're not trapped in relationship where you have to be perfect instead of human. What you should do when someone's this affected by you, first, verify it's real. Not everyone who seems mesmerized is healthy. Some people fall fast because they're unstable. Some people project intensity because they're avoiding their own emptiness. So watch. Is their mesmerization accompanied by respect, boundaries, ability to hear no? Or is it possessive, demanding, boundary crossing? Healthy mesmerization makes space for your autonomy. Unhealthy mesmerization tries to consume you. If it's healthy, receive it. Don't deflect. Don't minimize. Don't perform unworthness. When they compliment you, say thank you instead of, oh, I'm not really. When they're interested, be honest about your interest back instead of playing cool. Match their vulnerability if you feel it. If you're into them too, let them know. Don't make them guess. Don't play games. If you're not interested, be kind but clear. I'm flattered, but I don't feel the same way. Don't string along. Don't keep them in orbit just because their attention feels good. That's cruelty disguised as kindness. If you're uncertain, communicate that. I'm interested, but I need time to figure out what I'm feeling. Give them timeline, if possible. Let me have 2 weeks to sit with this. Not indefinite maybe that keeps them in limbo. And be yourself. This is crucial. Don't try to maintain whatever you think mesmerized them. Don't perform perfection. Show them your mess, your uncertainties, your bad days, your humanity. If they're mesmerized by real you, showing more real deepens connection. If they're mesmerized by fantasy, showing real will either ground them in actual or reveal incompatibility early. Either way, you win. Either you build real relationship or you avoid wasting time on false one. The power is yours. It always has been. What did you do to this person? You existed authentically. You were present. You had substance. You didn't need them. You were unexpected. You didn't do anything. You were something. You were yourself. And yourself, actual, authentic you, is mesmerizing. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. Trust yourself. And listen, being mesmerizing to someone doesn't obligate you to anything, doesn't mean you owe them relationship, doesn't mean you have to feel same way. Their mesmerization is about them recognizing something in you. What you do with that recognition is your choice. Choose based on what you want, not on what you think you should feel because someone's mesmerized. Being seen is gift. What you do with gift is up to you.